guys, Blue Gal here. Nice to talk to you. And it's January. Happy January. I've got some stuff to show you. Socks for December are finished. These are the Scrappy socks. This is the Frog in a Blender. If you watch this knitting podcast, you may recognize these yarns because I use them in solid color socks during the year 2025. So the theme for December was Scrappy, and so I used the leftovers from three pair of socks actually. So this is Frog in a Blender, and this is Monet's Garden. These stripes. And I just did 3 row stripes. I showed you these last month, but I finished them and put a little bit of some scrap. This is a different scrap from a different pair of socks from 2025 also. Was the German yarn that was in honor of the rainforest that I used. And so what I am doing in 2026 with socks, there's been a delay in getting the Grocery Girls themes out. So I've made a plan to, for 10 months out of this year, knit blue socks for a blue wave. And I'm starting with a skein of yarn that I've been wanting to use during Sock Week for 2 or 3 years. This is Merman from Hedgehog Fibers, their sock yarn. And I'm using Hermione's Everyday Sock pattern, which is always wonderful to use for variegated yarns. It's turning out lovely. And I just started these a day or two ago, so they're coming along really quickly, this first sock. So enjoying knitting this. Lovely sock yarn. Lovely. And then I also finished the Abolish Ice hat. Very timely. The original hat, and you will see if you go to, I will link below my Ravelry page for this, the original Abolish Ice hat, which is the pay what you can pattern that's available on Ravelry, had simply a knit one of one color and knit one of the other colors vertical stripe going around the outside, and then had a crown with the stripes coming into the top. And it was fine. I just didn't want that for this hat. I wanted to do something a little more Fair Isle-ish and with a little more pattern to it. So I used a couple of other patterns, free patterns actually, for the stripes on this hat. I think this one I just made up because that's obviously a speckle. I don't think that was in the pattern, but these two are in a cowl pattern, and then this one I found a different chart, and used it, kind of fiddled with it, and it's a little off, but it's fine. And the top, once I got to the dots in that pattern, I stopped and just did solid. This is for Middle Child. Very happy with that. All right, and then the reason I'm recording today is I just met with my guild. We meet on Zoom in January, February, and March because of weather. People don't want to drive if there's going to be bad weather, and the best way to avoid that and still have a consistent meeting is to meet on Zoom during those 3 months. So today's theme of our guild meeting was New Year's resolutions. We went around and talked about our knitting plans and knitting resolutions, and several people had stash-related plans, using up stash, getting rid of UFOs, even if it means frogging them and repurposing the yarn. A couple people said that was a big part of their plan. I'm hoping still to get my sweater quantities onto Ravelry so that I know what I have. That is a goal that I have to do. And then I have put together a calendar of non-sock knitting because I'm going to knit socks once a month. But this calendar is available for printout at Calendarpedia. And it is very colorful, 6 months to a page. And it allowed me to put on their selfish knitting. And then Lent is very early. I'm going to knit for youngest child in early February because it's their birthday. Lent starts on the 18th of February. So I'm doing blankets for Lent. That's something I did last year. It worked out really well. And I was able at the end of Lent to stop working on a blanket midway, leave notes as to where I was, and bag it up knowing that I would get back to it the following Lent. So that's a really nice unit of time to work on blankets. Then for April, I'm going to work on some more UFOs. Hopefully in May, knit a sweater for myself from the beginning, because these selfish knitting is something for Stitch Up Chicago that I can wear. And I've got a couple sweaters in progress that I'd like to finish. July is middle child's birthday, July 2nd. So June, I'm going to work on a sweater for middle child. And then last July, I knit 3 socks in 1 month, and I'll probably do at least 2 in July because sock week, you start a completely separate sock. And that usually happens in the middle of July. Then August and September, I've left blank. I want to knit the Shetland Wool Week hat because I had so much fun knitting that last year. And I'll see whether I like the pattern. There's a couple of other Shetland Wool Week hats out there that I might pick from if I don't like the one that comes out in 2026. But regardless, I do want during that time to knit a Shetland Wool Week hat. October is my husband's birthday and my son's birthday. So I've got something set aside in October to do that for them. Then in November, I'm going to do some washcloths and some Christmas knitting, and also probably some more hat knitting and Christmas knitting in December. So little bit of open space in late summer, early fall to figure out what's still left to do. But that's how I've got my year planned out. So my dad died last Friday, and he was almost 90 and in hospice. He'd been in hospice since Thanksgiving, so we have all had time to adjust to what was going to happen. And in honor of him today, I always try to read something at the end of these podcasts, but today I'm going to read the 23rd Psalm in honor of my dad. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That's for Dad. And I thank you guys for listening to that with me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
What's Blue Gal knitting this month? It's gonna have color, it's gonna be socks. Maybe a sweater for the cold night weather, but whatever she's stitching, you know it rocks. Oh, it rocks. Oh, it rocks. Oh, it rocks. Striped toes peeking from the Sunday slippers, charts scribbled down on a sticky notepad, soft wool waiting in a basket by the window, every single stitch turning meh into rad. What's Blue Gal knitting this month? It's gonna have color, it's gonna be socks. Maybe a sweater for the cold night weather, but whatever she's